Thanks for taking the time to learn more about our equipment and real estate financing programs. In this presentation, we'll go over common municipal financing problems that you may face, how GMA helps you solve those problems, and how cities benefit from GMA's financing expertise, low interest rates, and stellar track record of securing over $1 billion in financing for cities since 1990. I'm assuming you're listening to this presentation because you don't have time for all that complicated financing paperwork and you want to expedite the financing process. Or maybe you want to secure the lowest interest rates possible, and you've been frustrated working with banks or other financial lenders that don't seem to understand municipalities. If so, then now is a great time to learn more about GMA's equipment and real estate financing programs. First, let's assume you're a smaller city. With such small operations and staff, financing anything from a police car to a new city hall can be overwhelming. You're already strapped for time, and complicated financing procedures require a lot of time and expertise to get right, such as securing credit approval, working out the financing details, and securing the best financing rates. But small cities aren't the only ones that are challenged by financing. The bigger your city, the bigger your financing headaches. You may have a purchasing department or finance department, but they too may be overworked and strapped for time. And for larger cities, there are still complex nuances involved in financing the purchasing of many vehicles or pieces of equipment at one time, navigating the financing of the purchase of a large piece of real estate, or working with multiple entities to untangle legal, financial, and environmental obligations. When the financing gets into the millions or tens of millions of dollars, you definitely want to get the details right. GMA is all about getting those details right. Let's take a closer look at the details of our equipment and real estate financing program and see how GMA tackles your most difficult financing problems, from the smallest to the largest cities. When it's time for a major purchase, sometimes it's expected. Some expensive purchases are routine, like new police cars, fire trucks, or computer systems. Others are rarer but carefully thought out and planned, such as a new city hall, police station, or fire station. From routine equipment to rare real estate and building projects, you want to get every detail right for financing such big and important purchases. That means dotting every I and crossing every T. Because these are complex financing arrangements, they involve a lot of headaches. There are reams of overwhelming paperwork when sending and processing all of the information. You may pay excessive legal fees to ensure that you're doing everything by the book. And because you might be working with banks or other financial lenders that consider you as just another customer, you might be forced to pay unnecessarily high interest rates that only add more financial pain to your purchase. It's also difficult to keep up on federal and state laws that may affect the financing process, and you struggle to consider if a purchase is a right move in light of recessions, recoveries, and other economic trends. Luckily, GMA is here to help. We take this complex task off your plate, and we're ready to help you now. We've been assisting Georgia cities with financing major equipment and real estate purchases since 1990, and so we have a lot of experience under our belt. That means we're ready to help when you say go. First, that means we handle all of your legal work. We're already set up as a lessor, and you don't have to pay expensive legal fees. With our in-house legal expertise, we've got you covered. Second, we perfected and honed our standard documents over many years, and we've got your paperwork ready to go. No more building your own complex documents from scratch. And third, our in-house experts receive information about current market rates on a weekly basis, and so we're keeping tabs on the market to make sure you receive the lowest interest rates possible. But many banks and other financial lenders may provide some or all of the services above. So how is GMA different? It's all about teamwork. GMA is your advocate. We understand cities, and we do everything we can to help you. Banks and other financial lenders may lack expertise with municipal law. We found that banks tend to overlook important municipal legal provisions related to purchasing and financing. With banks, you risk not following the law, and you're also not working with a partner who looks out for your best interests. We've got the track record to prove our advocacy for cities. Since 1990, we've secured over $1 billion in financing for cities through over 4,000 individual deals. Each of those deals is important to us. We competitively represent you in the marketplace, and as a result, our interest rates are usually lower than most other loan sources, including from banks and other financial lenders. Unlike banks, we are aware of all state leasing statutes and we comply with them, and we've never had a default. Convinced? Good. But what financing program best fits your needs? Let's find out. We offer 2 programs that handle leases for different time lengths and types of purchases. For short-term equipment purchases such as police cars, fire trucks, or computer systems, we provide the direct lease financing program. For long-term real estate purchases such as new police stations, fire stations, or a city hall, we offer the bricks and mortar financing program. Let's look at the differences between each one. For short-term equipment purchases, our direct lease program provides you with low-interest installment lease purchases that you can pay off in just a few years. We offer flexible payment terms that range from 2 to 10 years, and we don't charge you any upfront fees, require you to make down payments, or punish you with prepayment penalties. Plus, you own your equipment at the end of the term. For mission-critical government real estate projects, our bricks and mortar financing program provides you with long-term financing. We're ready to go with standard documentation, and we leverage our economies of scale to keep your financing costs as low as possible. That's the power of GMA as your advocate, as opposed to a bank or other financial lender. Our flexible financing terms range from 5 to 30 years. We have experience facilitating the funding of SPLOST-approved projects, and we know how to comply with Section 366013 of the Official Code of Georgia Annotated. Even if you're just thinking about building a new facility, please contact us. By simply having a conversation with us, we'll give you some initial guidance that may save you from making costly mistakes that hurt you down the road. We've been doing this a long time, and we know how to sidestep many of the pitfalls and obstacles that happen when building a new facility. So what are you waiting for? To learn more about GMA's equipment and real estate financing programs, visit our website at gmanet.com/financing.aspx.